for special needs children and serves on the board of the Frankie Lemon School. He is also the board of Capstone Bank and the Triangle Educational Advanced Foundation. Long interested and involved in scouting, Doyle is also the finance vice president of the Occoneechee Council Committee for the Boy Scouts. And I can say in a personal way that when I first came to North Carolina and took over the Umstead Hotel, Doyle was one of the first people to welcome me into the hospitality community, and is very proud of myself to be able to give this award for 2012 to Doyle Parrish, a fine gentleman, a fine professional. Well,
I really feel like I'm stepping behind Bigfoot here. Those are big shoes to fill right there. That gentleman's done a wonderful job at the Umstead Hotel in Cary there, and we're very blessed and fortunate to have him and his expertise in our market. Jimmy, I've lost my PowerPoint. You must have gone the same route yours did. I'm sorry, guys. And Sterling, and where's Sam? Sam, it's not true. You were not the second choice for this tonight. Billy Crystal was the second choice, so unfortunately he was tied up. And Robert, thank you for allowing the lodging community to join the restaurant community. It's been a wonderful relationship and a wonderful collaboration of interest in the state of North Carolina. And I am truly honored tonight to accept this award on behalf of Southern Hospitality Group and its 600 plus associates, many of who are with me here tonight. As we know in our service businesses, we are only as good as our last stay or last meal. Therein lies the opportunity to succeed or fall short on a daily basis. In our case, I am blessed to have key management and associates who have embraced the culture of service is our ultimate amenity, a phrase coined by Ian Sauer and impressed upon us by our associates daily. So a huge thank you, Ian and Ed, who are here tonight. I grew up in eastern North Carolina on a small farm. This environment is where I learned the values of hard work, honesty, and the rewards of a job well done. My parents saw to it that we had plenty to do and were not afraid to take on a challenge. We lived farm to table, a concept I apparently didn't appreciate appropriately, as today it is one of the hottest culinary concepts in the market. So thanks, Mom. We also used and reused everything we had. I don't want to say we invented recycling and sustainable practices, but it sure has a familiar ring. My parents are here tonight, and I'd like to thank them for instilling in me a concrete value system. Southern Hospitality and I have committed a significant amount of time promoting our industry and seeing that we have a voice and a seat at the table. The hospitality industry accounts for 1 of every 10 jobs in North Carolina. Our industry contributed over $17.5 billion to our state's economy. We now have, and this is hospitality folks, 52 million lodging rooms to rent every year in North Carolina. That's 1 million rooms a week. A lot of work. Our employment growth last year was twice that of any other industry in the state. It's important that we actively promote ourselves and the importance of our industry to North Carolina. As Hercules stated in 430 BC, just because you do not take an active interest in politics doesn't mean politics won't take an interest in you. So I encourage all of us to speak with one voice as we seek to protect our industry against unreasonable regulation and taxes. It is imperative that we promote our industry as the economic force that you've seen that it is. In closing, I would like to thank my business partners and family for their support. I would like to thank the board and also all the members of the NCRLA and all the work that they do for our state and our industry. And again, thank you for this very honored recognition. It's extremely gratifying to receive an award from your peers. Thank you.
Congratulations, Doyle. It's an honor to be proud of, and he is certainly very deserving of this award this year. Our final award for the night will be for the 2012 Restaurateur of the Year. The Restaurateur of the Year award is given each year to the restaurant operator that is viewed as highly successful in the eyes of others. Level of employment in the industry, as well as the contributions to enhancing the overall image of food service industry, is considered determining the winner of this award. Last year's winner, Dean Ogan of Rocky Top Hospitality, couldn't be with us this evening. So here to announce this year's winner is Sterling Webster.
Good evening again. In the rough business climate that we have had to endure in the last few years, it has taken a steady and innovative business model to be able to weather the storm. Indeed, this year's Restaurant of the Year has been one of the most innovative leaders in the industry. Our owner of the Tupelo Honey Cafe in Asheville, Steve Framatori, has worked tirelessly to bring his restaurant and the larger Asheville independent restaurant community forward with professionalism and vision. Tupelo Honey Cafe puts a different, delicious, and award-winning spin on the time-honored tradition of the Southern cook. In keeping with our Taste of North Carolina spirit, Steve opts to use local products in his restaurant with farm-to-table food made from scratch. The success of this recipe is evident in the fact that there are now 2 Tupelo Honey Cafes in Asheville, and soon there will be a sister restaurant in Knoxville, Tennessee. Steve has successfully integrated both restaurants with state-of-the-art recipe mapping programs and a POS system delivering actionable information with ease in use and expandability. His systems have ensured management complete understanding of food costs and menu pricing to create an outstanding customer experience. Custom reporting across 2 locations has aided in identifying 3-year trends in order to isolate opportunity areas within the company. Framatori's leadership has resulted in key metrics that have placed both restaurants above the top quartile of all restaurants in a similar check average according to the 2010 NRA Restaurant Operations Report. Robust sales gains, reductions in food costs, and efficient deployment in labor have led to industry-leading net profits for the company and substantial infrastructure investment returns. Steve serves on the NCRLA board and on the development committee for the Appalachian Sustainable Agriculture Project, as well as the Buncombe County Tourism Development Authority. Steve was instrumental in establishing a $60,000 learning garden at Estes Elementary School in southern Buncombe County. Tupelo Honey Cafe hosted a fundraising dinner that raised $35,000 for that project, which teaches across multiple disciplines of science, math, environmental studies, history, and social studies. As you can see, we're quite happy and fortunate to have Steve as a team member. He is tireless, selfless, generous are all words used to describe this year's NCRLA Restaurateur of the Year. Please help me congratulate Steve Framatori of Tupelo Honey Cafe. Steve. You got it? There you go.
Thank you.
Get the garbage out of your way.
Well, thank you, Sterling, for those kind words. And it truly is humbling and a wonderful accolade for our company, and all of our employees feel a great sense of accomplishment and pride in what we're doing in our work to be recognized by such talented people. North Carolina is rich in quality restaurateurs, quality operators, It's an honor to serve in a small capacity on the NCRLA board. It's the industry of a lifetime, as far as I'm concerned. I've been in a lot of businesses, and unlike Jimmy, and it's fantastic listening to your story. I've been a restaurateur for 4 years now, so I haven't learned enough to forget anything yet. But I think it's going to be a long, outstanding career because it gets into your blood. The passion is there. And there's nothing more satisfying than feeding families and then taking a successful business and being able to give back to the community in a meaningful way. Just makes all the difference in the world. We have 5 guiding principles at Tupelo Honey Cafe, 2 of which I want to share with you very quickly. One is always do the right thing, regardless of consequence or cost. And 2 is give back to your community. And my job is made easier by my senior leadership team that's here with me tonight because they believe and embrace that philosophy as well. And I want to make them wave, at least wave. One is, for 10 years now, our executive chef, Brian Stanowskis, and Brian is now a nationally published author, and he grew up in New Jersey, and he went to culinary school in Rhode Island, which explains how he's become the top Southern chef for a decade. He understands how he got here. I don't, but we're blessed to have him. Elizabeth Sims, who's our director of marketing, and is really a keeper and historian of Southern food culture that helps us stay true to our roots and to our brand. And she's also now a nationally published author, and we're fortunate to have you. And Alan Wolf, who just joined us as Director of Store Operations. He's young, he's bright, he's a fantastic leader. So with this team, I'm truly blessed and blessed to be part of this industry. So I say to my team this, that as we embark on growing our company, we will hit the bump in the road. And I want you to take a mental picture of this evening. And when we hit that bump in the road, I want you to know that some pretty intelligent, experienced operators tonight gave you a wink and a nod. And they said, you know, you're on the right road, keep going. Thank you all very much, I appreciate it.
Wow, what an amazing group of award winners. Let's give everybody up here a great hand. As we look forward to a bright future for our industry here in North Carolina, we have folks that have been around 4 years in the business, 45, 2 years, young, old, coats. It's just great to be here tonight. And but we also can't leave without mentioning, it's been mentioned a few different times, our Hospitality Education Foundation, who NCRLA manages on behalf of North Carolina's hospitality industry. NCHAF, as we call it, is creating opportunities and changing lives, excuse me, to seeking a future, those seeking a future in our industry. Please take the time to participate or make a donation to help NCHAF continue to give to the future. The save the date for our next big event, 2012 Future of Hospitality Benefit and Golf Classic, is going to be June 3rd and 4th at the Northridge Country Club in Raleigh. Even if you don't play golf, come out on the night before. We're going to have a great time and celebrate the young people in our industry that are going to be up here in 5 to 10 years. I would like to take a minute to thank the Taste of North Carolina Task Force and our team. I don't do much work regarding this event. The team really does. So I want to thank all of our team that worked really hard tonight and for many days coming up to this event. Thank you. The folks have been very patient back there. I believe there is still food, wine, beer, spirits available for you. For those that need to come home, have to go home, have a safe drive. And thank you very much for coming here. Taste of North Carolina. Enjoy. Thank you again.